Hello everyone, this is our presentation on our online shop. The purpose of the SRS document is to cover the overall description, user interface, functional requirements, and non-functional requirements. We want the online shop to be meant for the store owners to sell their own products on our online shop instead of just having it in their stores. We also want the customers to be able to find any product that they want on our online shop so they don't necessarily have to go to each store individually to find the items that they want. Owners should be able to add and remove products, manage the price, and manage the quantity of their products. Customers should be able to register and log into an account, have their billing and shipping information saved securely to their account. They should be able to search for their products and be able to filter their search. They should be able to add products to their cart, and they should be able to purchase their products directly from their cart. Customer features are registering and logging in, which just means that customers can use an email and password to make an account, and that account will be saved to that device for future access. Browse products with filters. Customers can easily search for stuff what they're looking for, and then they can filter it down using the drop down menu for filters, clicking on the ones that they want, whether it's electronic, clothes, kitchen, or the brand, color, size, or price that they're looking for. They can obviously search for products. They can view product descriptions just by clicking on the products that they want to look at. They can add and remove products from the cart depending on whether they want to add more items or just remove because they found a new item that they want. They can add or remove from the cart. And the customers are going to be able to purchase all their items directly from the cart. Administrative features are login securely, so we don't have anybody posing as an admin. Everyone will have to go through the two-factor authentication. View and edit product inventory. Admins can just see the product's inventory online and compare it to their in-store and make adjustments as they need. They can add and remove products, and they can track and manage orders. They can tell the customer whether it's being processed, it's shipped, or it was delivered. And some non-functional requirements for performance, we want loading pages and making purchases to take within 3 seconds. We want search results, filters, and product descriptions to load within 2 seconds. Security data transmission will use HTTPS, and passwords are going to be stored with halted hashing. And we want the online store to be up and running 99% of the time with automatic backups every 24 hours.
For the software design document introduction, it documents the complete design of the online shop web application. It translates the software requirement specification into a technical blueprint that developers will follow during implementation and verification. The design covers all software components, data structures, interfaces, and external integrations required to deliver an e-commerce platform that allows customers to browse, search, and purchase products. It also enables administrators to manage and inventory orders. The system architecture follows a multi-tier web application following a client-server model. The MVC pattern separates concerns among models, views, and controllers. The RESTful API is a stateless communication between client and server. For the database, use MySQL, which stores user, product, and order data, and then hosting is deployed on Linux-based cloud platforms. The detailed design, the account component. The purpose of the account component is to hold all the personal information of the user. They will have two-factor authentication, and the account can hold their shipping address, billing address, card information, and what they may have in their cart. The inputs for the account are either the user's email or username and their password. The data structures for the account are the username, password, email, and two-factor authentication code. The search bar. The search bar component allows users to quickly search for the item they want and see products that are related to their search. The input is what the user types into the search bar, and the output is the items that are related to the search via keywords. The data structures required for the search bar consist of a function that finalizes the search when clicking enter, the results being displayed after the enter key has been pressed, and clicking on the search bar will allow the user to input what they want to search. The interface of the search bar will consist of a RESTful API that allows the user input to connect with the inventory of the online store to search for the item the user wants. The cart. The cart component holds all the items that the user wants to purchase. From the cart, the user can go directly to purchasing all the items they want. The input is putting the items into the cart, the quantity of the items, and being able to proceed to purchase. The output is seeing the items in the cart, seeing the total price of what's in the cart, and being sent to the checkout page once the user is ready. The data structures required will consist of a function for the items to be placed into the cart, a function for the item quantity to be changed, a function to go to the checkout, and a function to show the total price. The menu component, the purpose of the general menu is to see everything on the online shop. There are tabs for different things like categories tab, account tab, search bar, and a cart tab. The input is what the user chooses, the output is the user being transferred to the page that they chose. The data structures required will be functions that redirect the user to the page they want, like category, cart, account, and search. For data design, the following relational diagram displays the major data structures in the database. Customers place orders that contain items, which references products. Administrators adjust product inventory and track inventory logs. The design constraints consist of hardware limitations. The web application is designed to run on any modern device with a web browser. Performance constraints, the platform must remain responsive during high traffic periods. And then development or implementation constraints, the system's built using Node.js, Express, SQLite, and React, and will initially be deployed on standard Linux-based hosting environments. Security and safety decisions, user authentication is handled through secure JWT tokens with short-lived access tokens or refresh tokens for session continuity. To prevent data loss or corruption, all database transactions involving orders and inventory updates are atomic and logged with timestamps.
This is a software test document. The purpose of the software test document is to outline and document the test strategy and process for the online shop web application. The application enables customers to browse, search, and purchase products and allow administrators to manage inventory and orders. This document ensures functional and non-functional requirements are validated. We did unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. The features tested and excluded. The tested were secure account creation and login, which is the customer and admin, the product browsing and category filtering, the search functionality with real-time suggestions, the shop cart operations, which is add, remove, and update quantity, secure order placement and tracking, and then the excluded were marketing and recommendation algorithms, including the analytics and visualization module and third-party email or notification services. The user for the test cases and procedures, user registration. This test case is just to register a user without a working or with a working email and password. The product search is to make sure the search bar is working properly. The add to cart is to make sure that the items where the user wants to purchase successfully transferred to the item cart. The place order is to make sure that the user is able to successfully place an order. The admin login is to make sure the admins can securely log in. The update inventory is to make sure the admin can update product quantity and it can be seen by users. The view orders is to make sure that the admin can view customer orders. And then the setup is just to follow the preconditions for all the test cases. The execution is to follow the test case steps, and the teardown is just to log all the results of the tests. The TC01 through TC07 passed, and that's account created successfully, search function accurate, cart updated correctly, order confirmed, admin login secured, inventory updated, and order list shown correctly. The defect report is the cart not clearing after order, that was a medium and resolved. The missing timeout on admin, that was high and that was fixed. Traceability matrix is the SRS requirement. The user registration, search function, cart handling, order placement, admin login, inventory management, and order tracking, that all has their own test cases. As for the test summary and conclusion, we use, for the test environment, we use Windows 11. For the browser, we did Chrome, Firefox. For tools or Postman, Jest, and MySQL Workbench. The backend was Node with Node.JavaScript and Express. Front end was React. All test cases were executed and passed successfully, and the platform show consistent functionality across major features with no remaining critical defects. The online shop web application meets required standards of performance, functionality, and reliability. The application is stable and ready for deployment with all testable features performing as intended.